back to Homestead 215. I wanted to show you guys today how to make hand soap. Hand soap is something that we make here at our house. We stopped buying hand soap a while ago. It's probably been over a year and a half ago that we started making our own. And I just thought I'd walk you through that process. I know it might seem a little intimidating and you don't know where to start. That's how I felt a couple years ago when I was really just trying to start living a healthier lifestyle here at our house. We wanted to kind of start getting rid of most normal household cleaners that have chemicals and things. So we started journeying towards more natural products, and I decided to start making a lot of our own products. And so I'm going to show you that process today. None of the products that I'm using today, I'm not affiliated with anybody. I like the products, and so that's what I use, but there are many products out there that you can do research on and decide what's best for your family. So the first thing you need to make your own hand soap, we have kids. We have 3 kids that you've seen before on some of my videos. So we use the foaming hand soap because it's less wasteful. They already pump enough as it is. They probably take 4 or 5 pumps every time they wash their hands, no matter how many times you tell them to take 1 pump. So foaming hand soap gives them enough soap without wasting all of the actual soap in the bottle. So we use that. It's just a little bit easier for our family, but you can make other methods as well. But this video is going to be about making foaming hand soap. So you need to get the actual containers that come with the special pump to make the foaming hand soap. So this is just an old container that we used to have from previously when we were using store-bought foaming hand soap. And so I just kept these containers once we were done with them because I knew I was wanting to head the direction of making my own. So I have 2 containers here. Whoops, I'm knocking things over. I have 2 containers here that are just that usual store-bought hand soap containers that I kept, and then this was just a cute one I found for my kids to keep in their bathroom as a reminder to wash your hands. But it also is the foaming pump as well. So again, you can find these cute ways. You don't have to have just the clear plastic ones, but this was, again, I repurposed this to be able to use it again without having to get rid of it. So that's just a nice way to repurpose things. The next thing you're going to need is some kind of liquid soap. So I use Castile soap. It's a plant-based soap. I have 2 different kinds here. I have just the original unscented, and then I have the lavender scented. I'm going to actually add some scents to them, and so you don't have to use the scented one, but I use it for my kids just to give it a little bit extra lavender calming scent for them. But I use the original for a lot of other stuff. So the kitchen hand soap, and then my husband and I's bathroom. So, and then you need liquid fractionated coconut oil. You can't use solid coconut oil for this. You have to have the fractionated coconut oil so that it doesn't solidify once you've made it. You need it to stay liquid. So this is, again, just 100% pure natural fractionated coconut oil. And then you just need some distilled water. And then I just have some essential oils up here that I can add scents to my soaps. I mix up my scents every now and then, but mostly my husband and I's bathroom, we like to have the peppermint scent. It's just kind of a fresh scent, and it just smells really nice. And you can combine scents. I do lavender and peppermint together sometimes, or orange and peppermint. For my kids, I usually always stick with lavender. It's a kid-safe scent. It's good for their skin. And not all essential oils are kid-safe, so if you are using essential oils, be sure that you are checking if it's kid-safe. And sometimes there's kid-safe for like 2 and older, so even if you have little ones, be cautious with what you're using. But lavender is generally safe from 2 years on, and even younger than that. You just have to be careful with how many drops you're using and how you're mixing it. But again, just be careful with that. Be aware if you do have kids that you do need to pay attention to that. And then for our kitchen, I use lemon. Sometimes I use orange. I like to have a citrusy scent in the kitchen. Sometimes I mix it with peppermint, so I do a lemon peppermint or orange peppermint. Sometimes I just mix these lemon lavender together for the kitchen, and just kind of whatever you're feeling. So those are my 3 hand soap containers that I make frequently on the regular. So my kids one, I have to refill the most, obviously, and then the other 2 as needed. But right now they're all empty because we've been out for a few days because I've been wanting to make this video, so I have held off on refilling them. So once the kids emptied theirs, I let them borrow ours, and then the kitchen, so it's just, now they're all empty. So we're ready to make this video and show you this process. So the first thing you're going to do is take your Castile soap. You want to do 2 tablespoons of Castile soap as your base. And so I'm just going to pour my 2 tablespoons in, And I just go through when I make these. Again, I use the unscented for my personal bathroom and the kitchen just because it's not that big of a deal. And then my kids, I just use the lavender just to have a little bit extra scent for them. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons in each of these. So 2 unscented, and then I'll do 2 lavender for the kids. Alright, and then the next thing, if you can hear cars, sorry, my window is open and there's a car going by. The next thing you're going to do is take a teaspoon measurement, and that is for your coconut, fractionated coconut oil. And so you're just going to, usually it takes about 5 pumps to fill up a teaspoon. I don't know, maybe 6 or 7, just depends, but how big your pump is. You only do 1 teaspoon of the coconut oil in each one, and that one, it's not scented, it doesn't matter, so I just do the same in all 3. All right, and then you're gonna add your scents. Now for the oils that I use, I do 15 drops, so I am going to take my lemon and I'll do 15 drops here. And if you're mixing scents, I just do like 8 and 7 or 6 and 9, like whatever. You can just kind of play around with that and see whatever you want to make that. If it's an overpowering scent like peppermint, I don't use as much if I'm mixing it because it's always more powerful than like lavender. So I will do, sometimes I'll do like 5 and 10. It just depends on which scent you want to be the most strong scent there. And you can play around, you can do 3 scents if you want, it's just up to you what's your preference is. And then after you get your scents in, your oils, your essential oils need to mix with the base before you add the water in, because oil and water, as we know, do not mix well. So you want to get the oils mixed in first to that base. So into your coconut oil and into your Castile soap. Just kind of stir them around, mix them up a little bit. You don't have to shake it hard, just kind of stir it in there. And so you just mix that in, and then you're going to fill it up with your distilled water. So in the clear ones, you can see how high I'm going to fill these. In this middle one, you won't be able to see it, but you basically just fill it. Your pump, when you add it, is going to add, like, it's going to push down your water and overflow if you go too high. So you just want to, I just fill it kind of right below the rim, and that way it still has a little bit of space to add that pump in. So that gives me plenty of space to put in my pump, and it doesn't overflow. And I just twist that on, and then I've got my new hand soap there. For this one, this is a bigger container. If you measure it out, it's not quite a cup of water, but it's pretty close to a cup of water. But I don't fill this one as full because then that dilutes the oils and the soap more than you need. And then my last one. And then this is pretty much it. Once you fill these up, you are good to go. And this is how you can make homemade foaming hand soap using natural products. The oils I use are 100% essential oil. They're not the synthetic kind. So make sure that you are using 100%. And I use a specific brand, but I have used several brands in the past. It's your preference of what you want to use there. I do want to give a little shout out to the company I use. Again, I'm not affiliated with them. I'm a customer of theirs and I enjoy them, but they have a mission that I strongly support and agree with. So I do just want to give them a shout out. This is Simply Earth Essential Oils, and I've been a customer of theirs for several years now. Simply Earth is a company that they have the desire to help anti-trafficking organizations. And if you know me personally, you know that's a big part of my life. I would love to see an end to human trafficking in my lifetime, especially in my kids' lifetime. It's something that I believe strongly that needs to end, and I also do what I can to advocate for survivors and victims of trafficking. I am part of a nonprofit called Sojourn House. We are a transitional living facility to help women who have been trafficked, and so it's a transitional living facility that will have a 2-year program for women to come and heal and to grow and to learn how to have a sustainable life after they've graduated from Sojourn House. And Simply Earth is actually a partner of ours. They support us every month. They do this for a different organization, but for us, for Sojourn House, they are supporting us July and August of this year, so 2022. They will be giving Sojourn House 13% of all their profits from July and August. Last time they did this for us, so we made over $22,000. So I believe in their mission. They have great oils. Before they supported Sojourn House, I had been using them for 2 years, and so I don't use them just because I support Sojourn House, but that's obviously a big reason why I love their heart and their mission for what they do. I have other oils too. I'm not strictly 100% like won't ever use anything else, but I do want to support because of their mission and what they believe in. It's so close to my heart as well. So again, you don't have to have this exact kind to make this soap. You can use whatever essential oil you would like, but just try to get 100% pure essential oil. Synthetic is not guaranteed to not have additives in it that you don't really want to add to your soaps. That is it. It's pretty simple. Homemade soap, natural, good for you. We've been using this for, like I said, 1.5 years, and it works great for our family and smells good and cleans well. I did want to just encourage you guys, you can make simple changes like this in your life. You don't have to cut out all the chemicals at once. We haven't been able to do that. We've been doing small things here and there. So start with making foaming hand soap, and then next try making laundry soap. Maybe I'll do a video for that sometime. But just, you know, make small changes where you can, and it will make a difference. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time.